Hi, everyone. The market remains in a precarious situation right now. I do not recommend anybody bottom fishing. Today's sell off on even heavier volume on the NASDAQ, to me, because there's no intraday reversal at the end of the day today, is a sign that things might want to break wide open. If you look at the NASDAQ, you can see just by looking at this, the TSV and MACD is not even below the zero line yet. So to have this kind of action with that happening could get ugly. Therefore, our models across the board, before we go look at the other indexes, have switched to a sell signal, which means to become a new long position in this portfolio, you're going to really have to pass the test. It means now breakdowns below the 20-day moving average are 50% sells, breakdowns below the 10-day moving average are 25% sells, and once again, stops get raised again. So tonight, I'll be raising stops. Now, normally with some of the new long positions, there's been a sell stop like below the low a day and then maybe the lows of the base. There is no more using the lows of the base. It's now for almost everything is going to be the low a day of the signal date if we've recently gone long. And if it's a stock we've been long for a while, we're still got to find the most recent support area to start raising those stops to. I don't know if we're going to crash wide open. It would be so strange to see this in December. This is the craziest shit I've ever seen. But the way that oil looks, I mean, anything can happen. But just to let you know, these 2 days of volume surges, it doesn't mean there can't be more. But this is indicative of a market that's attempting to bottom overall. So the volume is just getting really, really big here. But you could have said that back there. You could have said that on Friday, and it keeps getting worse. But the bottom line is that it looks like, I mean, just look at this rapid price appreciation on some of these, stocks. And SEO and DTO were in our perfect speculator scans before the move. Really regret not taking them. Yeah, that's bad on me. You never know what's going to move big, guys. I'm sorry. You can't predict the future. It's just like everybody believing about that $72 million kid in New York City. I cannot believe how many people believed that story yesterday. It's just a sign of how sad-ass this country has become. People are very gullible just to believe that kind of stuff. The bottom line is, these markets, the oil market looks like it might win a bottom, so the stock market might. But one of my biggest issues is look at the real estate bull and look at the Ultra NASDAQ Biotechnology. They both broke today on heavy volume, and they've been the leaders. And so if that's just the start of their breakdown, not good overall. But getting back to the indexes, NYSE, you can see TSV, MACD, straight line down. S&P 500, same thing. NASDAQ, we just showed you, boom, pretty bad. And the Russell 2000, same thing, moving down. Looking at the stochastics, Russell 2000, hey, it's trying to inch sideways. That's a start, but that's all it is. Down, 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 NASDAQ 100, down, down, down. New York Stock Exchange, down, down, down. And this goes with the Wilders RSI that I'm going to move in here in this middle pane. I still have the TSV from my tab 1. But as you can see on these bottom line, the bottom part, the stochastics, we are nowhere near oversold, and or we are the decline isn't as steep. We're lessening it, but we still haven't rounded higher. So it looks like we still have some trouble ahead. Overall, though, in stocks, there wasn't a whole lot that I liked. ALK, I like that one. Foot Locker, I like that one. Mara, I like that one. Rost, I like that one. But notice I don't say that WM, but notice I don't say I love any of them. And because I don't love any of them, we have no new long positions. What we do have, though, is a round of sells. MicroStrategy is a full sell, closing below its 50-day moving average. PCYC, the same thing, below the 50-day moving average. Tile. Now, here's the thing. So this is when we went long. The low day of this day is 110.21. I sell it all off, which probably should have been like a 75% sell. Boom, it comes back. I decided to put half that trade back on. So everything's going good. Now it's closing at 108.81, and it's a full sell today. But wait, it's not closing below the lows of 108.09. That's not the one I'm using. This was our signal date right here. So 110.21 is the final cut loss level. 108.81, that tile that I put back on's got to go. LXFT is a full sell. And then two speculative stocks I gave out, to video subscribers, I do believe only, JRJC and then PTX. These are both full sells. Sell stops hit in both of these, so no worries. In LXFT, sell stop hit. PCYC, sell stop hit. Tile, it did not, so that's got to go off. And then MicroStrategy, that one didn't, so that's got to go off. There's also a lot of partial sells, but I don't want to go over those. You need to go to the new positions page and look at them. Bottom line is, if your stock's closing below the 20-day moving average, 50% sell. 50-day moving average and you got gains, 50% sell. 50-day moving average and you don't have gains, 100% sell. 10-day moving average violation on heavier volume, 50%. 10-day violation on no volume, 25%. It's just the way it has to be right now. Unless you have huge gains like on OVAS, we got a 25% sell signal on that one. In VDSI, those are only 25%, not 50% because we have the huge gains. But the bottom line is there's very few good stocks still out there. GIII is one that I'm still watching for a potential buy stop if this market gets better. Pan W we're still long. IDCC we're still long. SIG is another potential. And then two lesser ones, Musa and ACT, are still out there. But it's just not that pretty out there, everybody. So be careful. Volume starting to pick up on the downside. And I just remember that last rally attempt. There was no volume behind it. It was lame, lame, lame compared to the previous sell-off. I warned and warned everybody. No perfect charts. No great charts that are kind of hot, near perfect, that worked immediately. This was a lame rally attempt and remains to be. And I swear to God, everybody is still bullish as shit. Everybody still expects a Santa Claus rally, which makes me nervous. And that's why our model's in their sell signal. And it's going to take a while before these charts fix themselves.